Lawn Gardens here at a very memorable moment here for the Guam Police Department. We'd like to welcome everyone this morning to our police vehicle and equipment presentation. The Guam Police Department is truly delighted to have you here with us today. My name is Sergeant Paul Tapao, the Public Information Officer for the Guam Police Department. And at this time, I would like to recognize the presence of our Honorable Lourdes Leon Guerrero, the Governor of Guam, the Honorable Joshua A.F. Tenorio, our Lieutenant Governor of Guam. From the 36th Guam Legislature, my man, Senator Jose Ido Torres Calay, Chairman of the Committee of Public Safety. It's on your rules. From the Governor's Council, the Chief of Staff, Mr. John Jr. Calvo, my boss with the Guam Police Department, Chief Stephen Ignacio. From the Department of Public Works, Director Vince Ariola. From the Department of Public Works, our Deputy Director, Ms. Linda Banas. The fine gentlemen that we have here today that made this possible with the purchase of the vehicle, I will be remiss if we don't recognize and honor them. From Cars Plus, Mr. Vince Mafnas.
Good morning.
Right on. And from Bureau of Statistics and Planning, Mr. Art Maridal. BBMR. And of course, our Acting Police Commander, Major Manny Chong. Thank you again, and welcome to the presentation here today. And at this time, I would like to call up for some short remarks. Please welcome Chief Stephen Ignacio from the Guam Police Department.
Thank you, Sergeant Wolfman. So, welcome everybody. Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Senator, thank you for joining us today. Very memorable day. A very important day for the Guam Police Department. To Mr. Vince Ariola and Ms. Linda Banas from DPW, thank you for joining us. And Mr. Vince Mafnas from Cars Plus. You know, this administration has made a commitment to improving public safety by the hiring of more officers. But we all understand that with the hiring of officers, you need the collateral equipment that comes with it. And today, we realize that commitment by the purchase of 24 brand new police patrol vehicles. This is monumental. I have not seen this many cars at one time added to our fleet of vehicles. And it couldn't have come at a better time, to say the least. I've heard the stories recently of some of our precincts lacking vehicles. Digital precinct, I think, was down to 3 cars last week. And you know, we always made this commitment that we were going to get cars. Governor and Lieutenant Governor, thank you very much. And that we were going to get these cars out to the officers that we hired, and we continue to hire police officers. And we're bringing them on, so we make sure that they have the collateral equipment that they need to do their jobs. And what that means is that it'll allow more officers to be on the road, to get into our villages, visit our citizens, and make sure that we provide them the peace of mind and security to be safe in their homes. I'd like to thank the Department of Public Works, Office of Highway Safety, Ms. Sil, Ms. Therese, and the rest of your staff. Vince, you have a great team up there. They have always been a big supporter of the Guam Highway Patrol. And we would not be here today had it not been for their work and their collaboration with Region 9, Mr. Chris Murphy and Ms. Karen Call. I'd like to thank them also from their offices in the West Coast for their support because this is the first time that I've seen Region 9 office NHTSA support this many vehicle purchases in one fiscal year. It is truly amazing, and I thank them personally for their support. Today we have over $1 million, if not close to $1.5 million worth of equipment, from patrol cars, from ATV, from our recreational boating safety grant, to various equipment meant to keep our highways safe. We have PBTs, portable breath testers, We have a brand new intoximeter, which is more portable than the ones we had before. We can use them at the roadside to administer breath alcohol testing. And so, we're bringing our Guam Police Department, our Highway Patrol into the 21st century and making things more convenient for our people and our officers to do their job. So, on behalf of the Guam Police Department, I'd like to also thank Mr. Art Mariano and the Department of Interior for their support of the Guam Police and providing us the funding that we needed to get the bulk of these cars into the hands of the officers who need it to keep our community safe. Okay? Along the way, getting vehicles and getting these equipment purchases is not a simple task. We begin with the concept of where we're going to get the money, and then we reach out to our partners from BDMR. They identify DOI funding. We identify a team within the Guam Police Department to determine which vehicles fit best in our community, which vehicles serve our department better, and then we work together with our partners at DOA, and most especially GSA. I'd like to thank them for their support as well, for getting us to where we're at today. So thank you everybody, and today is a great day for the Guam Police Department and for our administration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Ignacio. And now to elaborate further about and provide more information about the partnership that the Guam Police Department has with the close partnership with the Department of Public Works and of course the team from Office of Highway Safety. Chief Ignacio had highlighted some of the instruments and the equipment that we do have to help better and keep the streets safe. So at this time, we would like to please welcome for some few short remarks, the Director of Public Works, Mr. Vince Ariola.
Sergeant. Good morning, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Senator. As usual, Steve took all my remarks. Thanks a lot, Chief. We're good to go here. But thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. And of course, I want to thank our staff, Sil and Therese and Chris and Karen, right? From Region 9, they're very instrumental in helping us out. And my remarks are basically going to depend on, we've got the new vehicles, and on the public works side, you'll see our upgrading of our roads, and so that's going to help a lot. And as I've said in previous remarks with regard to GPD. Whenever you have smoother roads, upgraded roads, you're going to have higher speeds. That's just a fact of life. So on Marine Drive, that's going to be reconditioned. Route 28, Lysensen, that's going to be reconditioned. Route 14, that's going to be repaved. Route 5, that's going to be repaved. So, and then we're also doing an island-wide survey and repair of a number of roads, so to include the village streets. So, with better pavement, smoother roads come speeds, and then that's where the folks at GPD come in, and we appreciate all your help. We appreciate you risking your lives, you and your officers, to go out there and risk your lives. I'm very sure that the vehicles that we have before us are police ready, police spec, and so I think we're going to be in good hands. It's a great partnership to be with today, with GPD, Office of Highway Safety, our partners at BBMR, and of course the Governor's Office. We wouldn't be anywhere if we didn't get the support of the Governor and Lieutenant Governor, and so we're very, very happy for that. So with that in mind, again, congratulations, GPD. Look forward to seeing all of you out on the road. I drive a silver truck. If it's speeding, just pull me over. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Ariola, for those kind words, and we'll mark that car and we'll take note of that.
I'm waiting for the sticker.
The sticker. And to highlight really the vision that we have here in the island. Of course, we gotta highlight the vision of the administration and the leadership that is brought forth, and it's really the work that is done under the leadership and under the direction of the Angaro Tenora administration. So to talk further about more capital improvement, not just with the Guam Police Department, but also to the entire island, and what the vision is moving forward with our island, please welcome our Lieutenant Governor of Guam, the Honorable Joshua Tenora.
Thank you very much, Paul. Congratulations to Police Department for getting this fleet of resources. But of course, it's only one part of the equation. The other part is personnel. So I want to do this first. I'd like to ask for a moment of silence. As you might know, Dr. Richard Fee passed away. His memorial service will be with his family on Saturday. And so I'd like to ask for a moment of silence for him. Thank you. I mentioned Dr. Fee because one of the last projects that he did when he was at Police Department, and for those of you who met him, and I know the chief knew this when he first met him, he was a very, very motivated, very focused professional. And he came to the Police Department because he was, I guess, bored out of his third retirement. But what the governor had him focus on was really going into the post commission and taking a look at the salary structures. One of the last things he did for us was he presented to us a salary survey of all the different law enforcement officers and just connecting in our minds the reason that we needed to go ahead with the governor's vision of addressing law enforcement pay. He went in and he showed us really how problematic it was that we're losing so many law enforcement officers every year, but the starting pay for a law enforcement officer was not more than people you would see elsewhere in the community. And given the responsibilities that we know that law enforcement officers have, especially at the police department, which is the premier law enforcement agency of Guam, this motivates us to try and get things moving. And with that partnership with our oversight chair, Senator Terlahi, who has been also focused on retirement, making sure that law enforcement officers are going to be able to make moves that make life decisions and make sure that they are safe on the job. All of this, I think, is what is an imperative for us in the administration. I just want you to know that the governor had already directed the Department of Administration to further and complete a law enforcement review, a law enforcement pay study. We're tracking it. I would tell you they're a little bit behind because the governor has wanted this done for the last 4 months. But at any rate, work is being done. And we are very optimistic that we're going to have a implementable plan on law enforcement salaries and an increase so that we can prevent the further movement and loss of our law enforcement officers to other professions and to federal service. We've done this already with the nurses. You might know that in July, the nursing study happened, and the governor signed off on it, and we implemented it in August. And the next one right after that was the law enforcement. She wanted this concurrent, but there's only, as you might know, there's only a certain number of people that can be able to do this. This is next on our horizon, and after that, we will be making plans to start reviewing the educators and so forth. But the reason why I say this is we're preparing to provide the proper resources and pipelines for the police. And we know that the most important pipeline is going to be the labor pool and making sure that we compensate our officers. So I just wanted to tell you that. I wanted to thank you for remembering Dr. Fee. Please keep him and his family members in your thoughts. And at this time, Paul, just take your job. It's my pleasure and duty and my utmost honor to bring up to you my good partner, the Governor of Guam, Guam.
Thank you very much, Josh. I'd just like to say and echo what Chief said, that this is really a momentous moment. As we, Josh and I, have campaigned, one of the big things that we campaigned on was public safety for our people of Guam. public safety for you. Safety in the schools, safety in your businesses, safety in your homes, and safety in your streets. And as we took office, we were actually way on our way to provide the personnel that's needed with public safety. You can ask Chief, almost every meeting I ask him, have we hired these police officers? Because we knew from the very beginning that we were down by more than 100 police officers. And so we worked our darnest, and we worked to make the speed happen. And as you know, there's already been 2 cycles that have gone through for police officers. But we also need to make sure that they have the resources to do their jobs. And so as we continued on in our earlier year, in 2019, I'm telling you, we were very fast and urgent on this one. Of course, coronavirus and the pandemic stepped in. And I just want to say for all of you out there that the frontliners have protected us and have saved many lives out there as a result of their quick response and as a result of their education and community outreach and as a result of their working together. And of course, police officers are one of the most essential frontliners out there. You guys get called, you don't know what you're getting called to. You have, you're concerned about your safety, you're concerned about your protection. And one of my visions, and the chief knows this, is I would like every police car to have 2 people in them. Because when you go, whatever the situation is, you need a backup. You need somebody to also work with you. It's very commonsensical. So the chief knows that we are trying to reach that point. And of course, getting these police cars is one of the steps to getting to that point. Although we have and are experiencing a really bad pandemic and a surge again, life cannot stop. So we must continue on with what our vision is and our direction and trying to give the resources to our police officers. And as Josh so accurately mentioned, salary, personnel, and of course the tools necessary to give you your job. Because if we don't do that, then we as governor, lieutenant governor are not doing our job. And our job as governor, lieutenant governor is to be responsible, to protect our people, and in so doing, we have to give you the resources. One of the things that really is amazing about our administration is we're very resourceful. These vehicles have all been bought by grants. We have a very resourceful administration where we really look at many ways that we can try to find the funding. And through the work and interagency cooperation and teamwork with all our cabinet members. We have a cabinet of very committed, diligent, persistent, and cooperative cabinet members. Why? Their goal is to provide the quality of care that all of our people of Guam so rightly deserve. That's to include health, education, and public safety. So I just want to say, Chief, thank you very much for your leadership also. And Vince, John, and all the people, Josh and all, and Senator, for also providing good policies to guide us along. For all that, and all that pieces of the puzzle make up one story. And that is quality of life for our people. So congratulations. I don't really want to be stopped by a car of this model. But if I do, then you're doing your job. So thank you again. Congratulations, Chief. Enjoy, and please maintain our cars so it can last a long time. Thank you. All right.
Thank you, Karen, for those kind words. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Very good motivation speaker, huh? Now we can go in and put us in, coach. We're ready to play. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our vehicle presentation ceremony. At this time, we would like to call everybody, please, for some photo ops, to take a tour, see what the fine research and planning and everything that was put into is really the assets that we have here from Highway Patrol and of course to our ATVs. It's a great opportunity to see what's going to be working to better serve the people of Guam. So again, on behalf of our Chief Stephen Ignacio, our fine leaders here today, thank you so much for everything. And Duncan and Suzus, Masi, please take care of each other. Be safe. Thank you.